have food.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm not undernourished.
And it's better that you maintain a level of
I noticed when I was
of
wearing
weight,
that, I was walking. I felt light more. I could walk even,
Mhm.
which I'm going to
That's
change. Well, actually, to be honest with you, since I got those shoes from him, I'm comfortable. When I'm just at home and here, I wear these shoes.
Okay.
See, the ones that I had got from him.
Uh,
I wear them when I'm home and here. So I'm not going nowhere else.
yeah, it's like
And I feel much more better walking.
it's like it'll just help. It may help you as like it's a new jacket. It's a different look.
Yes, a different look, but it's a healthy look, I think.
Yeah.
That so. No, I wasn't doing that for all that.
Good
I'm doing it for. Okay. You gonna have something?
I'll just let me try this plate right here.
And that truly, you know what? I feel warmer with that than I do. How come? I always thought a pullover would make us warm.
Well, it's just cotton. It's like the pullovers don't have that liner. If they're not built with the liner,
Yeah.
you're gonna get cold.
Okay.
Like it.
No wonder I had to put a sweater on plus the liner. I mean
Another
pullover.
shirt or something.
Yeah, because otherwise I'm cold.
Yeah. And most people, most older gentlemen, most older people do tend to your skin you get colder faster.
That's why I
when
was
it's actually
beginning to
cold.
doubt. Was it because of my age? Because I don't it's cold. Or is it because this winter is cold? We're all generally cold.
No, as no, yes and no. Some people don't feel it as much when they get when they get older. They don't feel they don't feel their skin get so thin, but your skin does get thinner. It does. It gets that it has that
Wear and tear
type thing. Yeah, it's like I don't know if that's just a mental thing or whatever, but it does happen.
Yeah, they want you to go back to the clinic Friday. The doctor says, okay, I could give you blood pressure, but you're not really diagnosed as high blood pressure, so I don't want to. Let's check Friday. But
Yeah.
you look that day. He said you look anxious.
Yeah,
That's what you said.
Yeah, you were. Yeah, you had just gone through an ordeal. You probably were rushing and everything like that. You got to take all that into consideration. That you were rushing.
He said normally 180. That's really that's a emergency danger there. Then when he told me that, then I started getting all weird, feeling like I started getting scared. I started getting don't tell me this. I don't want to hear it. In my mind, I don't want to hear that.
Yeah, if he's over, yeah, okay, now you have you got a fair warning.
Yeah.
But in that fair warning is that I was like, um, it's up to you if you want to lose weight or not. And I was like, your health, it would, gaining what? Okay, in your 50s, you were, 160 to 170.
Yes.
70. So like you're 165, 165 right there at an average, I think you probably gained when you were coming into the winter and you probably lost it
during the spring and summer.
During the spring and summer, I was like, which is what everybody does. I was like naturally, I was like, or you're vice versa, where you're skinnier in the winter time and you're heavier in the summertime. Like people are different, but you know what? Regardless, this is still something that is normal. Gaining weight, during season changes, yeah, it's normal. Like we tend to gain more weight in the winter time because we're inside more. I was like, that's the theory.
Well, I have to admit I'm guilty of that. I've been inside more than I would have normally traditionally been.
And what happens when you're inside more? you eat a little bit more.
Yes, I have to admit that. I'm guilty of that.
So it's like, so yeah. I was like, I'm not telling you to get outside, no, but when you're inside, you gotta still like maintain a good eating habit, and that there, you know, less junk food,
Yes.
more healthy food.
I,
Things that
I've eliminated chocolate candy completely now because
yeah, that's,
I don't need that. And I'm going to eliminate the donuts and all that stuff. I don't need anymore.
yeah, I was like, you know what? If you cut back on your just on bread, bread things, pastas and stuff
Yeah.
like that, that will help you a lot right there. If you just cut it out for 6 months, I bet you will lose. If you the sweets and that, you'll lose.
I can,
you'll
in
lose the weight.
substitute of the chocolate and all that stuff, I can eat raisins, I can eat blueberries, I can eat grapes, dried apricots, better than chocolate candy and all that stuff. So,
I mean, yeah, that's
for me,
just,
I think
I
that
mean, yeah.
it's better.
If that's, if that's what you wanna do, yeah, I was like, I was like, but you don't really, I mean, that's like,
It's not gonna kill me when I just like, I'm here and have
that's
a
like,
soda once in a while.
you
That's
see
not
that, yeah, I was like, but that's a like, what's it called? That's just like a substitute. I was
Okay.
like, but if you like, I was like, you, you gotta, you gotta cut back on the fact that if you gotta be true to yourself, where it's like, are you indulging? Are you like,
I was. I'm starting to cut back now on that
yeah,
because
I
I'm
like
becoming
if you were just indulging, then maybe it was just too much of one thing, you know?
Yeah,
Where-
and that part that I indulged in, and I'll admit it was pastas. Oh God, I get caught up in buying those pastas, especially that, the one that you like. Oh God, that.
Oh, the spinach
I like
chicken.
that one. I like the potato salad. I like the one with the tomatoes. That's gosh, yeah. I've indulged in that. I'll
like
admit. And then I'll say, okay, I'm full. I don't need to eat for the rest of it. I'm happy.
And you know what though? I was like, but see, the bad thing is that you can't cook it. You can't cook it. If you were cooking if you were actually cooking those items,
Yeah.
those food items, I was like, I bet you would buy less what's like already been cooked.
Yeah. Right.
You know what I mean? I was like, if you had to cook that spinach pasta, I was like, that there would help you cut back on not
How
just
about
finances, but I mean, you see how much how long, you know, you can make and how long it lasts you, and then you gotta like, you gotta figure it out. It probably help you in your budget as well.
Economically, yeah.
Yeah, it's like, because it's like when you cook for yourself, you you change the whole financing of the whole thing.
That changes the whole economics.
Yeah, I was like, because you gotta make it for yourself, so it's like you gotta, you end up figuring something else out. It's like, oh, so if I cook it for myself, I actually save,
Quite a
$20,
bit. Yeah.
20
20,
bucks,
30 bucks here and there, yeah.
I was like, where
Yeah,
versus
pasta,
like,
I know how to make pasta. I mean, I can with vegetables.
I mean,
and
the
all that.
bad thing is that you don't have like a stove.
That's the
burner or
only
something
bad
like
part.
that.
That's
Yeah.
the only bad drawback. The only thing I was able to so far make is I did do a pasta with the cheese, what's that? Not the spaghetti sauce, what's the other, the white sauce? What's that called?
Alfredo.
Alfredo, and I chopped onions and I put bell pepper and I chopped a bunch of vegetables on there and stuff like that. And it was all
Because,
well, and that was satisfying to me.
Because the rice cooker cooks that stuff too, right?
Yes.
I was like, oh yeah, and you can always boil it yourself.
Yeah.
Just by adding water.
And
in
so
that pot.
when I do that, that was saving me money too. Not only that, but yeah, I could make it last for 2 or 3 days, and I was fine. So
Yeah, and that's.
then the snacks, that's what I gotta change in my snack every 2 hours. I can't be snacking on junk stuff. All right, so stuff that the nutrient value, like some fruits and some.
Yeah, see,
I got
those those are items that rot. Things that rot, like get spoiled and stuff like that. they're good for you because they go right to your system, you know?
Yeah, in and out, yeah.
Yeah, it's like it's healthy for your system. It's good to, do that because it cleanses you, when you're like when you're fasting. When you're fasting and you're a diabetic, that's what you eat. Is those dehydrated items, the things that rot. Like when you're diabetic, like because those have natural sugars, that you can like your pancreas will, could change it to insulin that your body needs, like naturally.
Naturally, yeah, yeah, it would be greasily naturally.
So yeah, there you go, John. Happy
Thank you.
birthday.
Thank you very much, Jose. That was very thoughtful of you. I'm glad you had me try it on.
Well, I knew you. I was like, wait a minute. I was telling myself this on the bus too. I was like, I gotta have John try it out before.
Oh, wow. That was
I was
nice
like,
of you to think of me about.
because I was like, I haven't seen you with like a jacket or anything, really. I mean,
Because I don't have a jacket.
I was like, there you go.
I didn't have a
I know you
jacket.
have that rain jacket.
Yeah, but that's way too bulky and too big.
Oh yeah, there you go.
Only wear it in the summertime. I mean, in the winter when it's pouring down rain.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah. And it wasn't that those items were on the middle, on the medium side, huh? Were they
Yes.
on the medium to large on
Yes.
side? Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it was basically.
So
Yeah, this is what. They said was too high.
oh yeah, that is way too high. That first number, yeah, it should be like at
160 or 140.
is that what they said?
No, I'm just guessing.
No. Yeah. Okay. Well.
Yeah, see, here's the weight, 217.
Oh yeah, I was like, yeah, I bet you, you know what, there is like, you can Google something, like, if you tell them your height, and then ask the question, what should my weight be, and what should my blood pressure be?
Yeah, okay.
You can Google that.
And
They'll give you an answer.
And they also have, not this CVS pharmacy, but certain ones do have where you can check your own.
Yeah.
I'm gonna do that now every day.
Because even at Albertsons, they have that by their, by the pharmacy area, they have those blood pressure cups that you stick your arm in.
Okay.
I know CVS does. I know the Walmart does. I'm pretty sure what you call it, Albertsons does as well, because I know that
Okay,
what's that, Ralph's. I know Ralph's has.
yes, Ralph's does the one downtown that did.
I was like, so I mean, most of them, if the grocery market has a pharmacy in it,
Mm-hmm.
most of them have a blood pressure thing checker,
Okay.
whatever,
good.
whatever those things are called.
All right.
Blood pressure checkers, I guess. I don't know.
And then they gave me just tips and guidelines here, like,
What?
basic eat.
Oh yeah.
Tips to blood pressure with food. Lower your sodium. Well, I've started this week. I'm not putting salt on my food.
That's another one. That's another one. And you're lucky that I don't cook with salt either. So
Yeah, well, I am telling myself I'm not gonna sprinkle with salt. In fact, I just ate that without putting salt on it, and it tastes better.
I was like, yeah. Oh yeah, you're gonna. Oh yeah, that's right. I was like, when you cut things out like that, then you can taste. You can taste it when they because most restaurants and you go to a lot of restaurants where you don't need to add salt.
That's right.
Because and you know what? And your habit is, I've seen you put salt on what's that thing called? Pizza.
Pizza. Oh yeah.
I was like, I've never seen anybody put salt on their pizza before. I was like, you're one of the first people. I was like, oh man. I was like, should I say something about blood pressure? I was like, nah. I was like, I bit my tongue that day. But look, had I said something earlier, I bet you would have been a little bit more cautious about it.
More, yeah, I would have been more cautious of it. Now, I'm gonna just give that more salt to somebody else, you or throw it away or whatever. I'm not gonna use it. Now, okay, Easter's coming up, I'm gonna give up all that.
Easter's coming up.
40 days.
I was like, I know you should just make it a regular.
I'm right, well, I
You
am.
should just
I'm
cut it
just
out.
joking you there, but no, but for this whole year of my life, yeah, I'm
I
not.
knew you were.
But I remember growing up, we had to give up something for 40 days.
Yeah,
Catholic.
no, I was like, make it. I was like, you don't have to make it like that. I was like, because you know, this is something you can do
For my health,
on
my
your
life.
own.
Yes, on my own.
You don't need help for it.
No.
I was like, there's nothing wrong with you, you know, the way you are now. I was like, although it does got you thinking about your health.
It does,
right?
Yeah, exactly.
So I was like, that's the only thing.
In fact, as a matter of fact, yeah, I'm thinking about it all the time.
You're not being vain, dude. Your vanity is not struggling. Like you look good right now. It's just you're, you're more worried.
I'm more worried about
Your health and your heart.
Yeah, I am. I don't want to die.
I was like, well, you know what? We're all gonna die.
I know, but I mean, I'm not ready to die yet.
Okay,
I feel
so,
like
I mean,
there's a
if
purpose.
that's how you feel, then I was like, you need to do something about it. And I was like, and you gotta take it serious, you know, that be, you know, you gotta be brutal with yourself until you start seeing a change in your, you know, your middle section or, you know, even your face, even your, you know, your arms, or, you know, I was like, you'll see and you'll feel a lot better.
I feel like the young Jeff. So what I was when you first met me, I felt good. Which was 2 years ago.
Which is actually of more where a man of your age and how active you were, I like should be at. You know, and then you think, you know, I like that's a good way to be at.
The doctor asked me, how old are you? I said 66. I think you don't look 66. He said you look pretty good for 66. Is what he said.
Yeah, see, because yeah, exactly. You look good. I mean, and so it's not that it's more your health conscious. You know, it's like where you want to be more health conscious instead of like
I don't want to
just
be
getting
careless about it.
being all willy nilly and eating all kinds of.
No, I don't want to do that. In fact,
candies and
my whole attitude has changed. It's like, what's all that junk stuff? I don't know. I don't want to look at it. I'm saying it in my own mind. I'm not saying it out loud.
Don't feel bad about it though. Like, and that'll keep you.
In fact, when I was at the cash register tonight and I saw all those, I thought,
yeah, they tempt you. You know,
there's no, but it just, I all of a sudden it's just like, oh, this is disgusting. Why? I don't even want that. You know,
but you'll learn. I like a man that has experience. You know, has experienced good life, good in their 70s. I was like, has experienced many things, and therefore you know you can taste how rich chocolate tastes and how sweet it is when you indulge with it in
after,
after so long.
yeah, because
you know,
right
like,
now it doesn't have no flavor to me. It's like, I don't want it.
Yeah,
Because I've had it too much. But when I've been away from it for a long period of time, it's really good to have it indulge once in a while. But
to indulge with
I don't want to have
and
it.
do it like you know like if you and like you own this chocolate.
Yeah.
Don't forget that.
Yeah, exactly.
I was like, it's like do it like you love your body. Yeah. Do it because you love chocolate. I was like it's not that you hate it. It's that you just
I don't want to be tasting it every day where I'm losing. Or if I'm tasting it all the time, I lose the taste.
I've been there too.
Okay.
I was like, I never reached 200 before, but I did this one time, and I was like,
wow.
I wasn't a diabetic then, but I was able to keep it away for a couple more for about a decade.
Yeah,
I never gained that much weight ever.
I asked Johnny, he told me he weighs, he's taking blood pressure though, because the doctor told me he had high blood pressure. He's 226.
But see, but his size, he's a little bit smaller than you, though.
Yeah.
I was like, so yeah, his size, he's got to be careful.
Very
I mean,
careful.
I knew I saw his belly sticking out, and I was like, you know what? I don't think Johnny's ever been this big.
No,
I was
he
like,
hasn't, because I've shown you pictures of him before, and he was,
I was like, he's a big girl now. I was like, it's the thing. I was like, so I was like, no, yeah, like he'll lose the weight. I mean, if he's gonna be serious about his heart, yeah, just you gotta cut out those things that raise your blood pressure. Be conscious about that. I forgot about the salt thing.
no,
Yeah,
because as a matter of fact, the other night, yeah, that's the last time I'm gonna pick up the salt shaker.
yeah, I was like,
I
because
don't need
you
to
can,
do that.
I was like, taste your food before you put salt. And if you really think that it needs salt, then put it in there.
My mother was the same way, she never put salt in her cooking at all, so.
Because she knows, I was like, she's like me. She was like, she knows that most of the food is already salty.
Automatically.
Yeah.
I think I read somewhere, naturally, if you are away from putting extra salt on food, you're gonna, taste buds will start tasting the salt naturally.
Oh, yeah.
Well, I just discovered that when I ate this potato salad, I could taste the flavor of the potatoes better than sprinkling salt on it.
I was like, I can back that up because that's true to fact.
Now I
Because
do admit I
I've
like,
done the same experience. I've experienced with it, with salt, with sugar, with chocolate, because those were I like, yeah, like those were my like favorite things. So I was like, yeah, attack the things that you like the most, and I bet you'll lose weight. I was like, it's like you gotta give it that conscious effort of, that I'm gonna do this for this amount of time and see how much weight I actually lose.
yeah, because all those things, sodiums and all that stuff, does raise the blood pressure. And you're right.
Mayonnaise does, eggs do.
Ooh.
Yeah, yeah, eggs have, like they're big time on cholesterol right there.
Yeah, I'm glad I don't eat eggs too often. I know when you first met me, I was eating eggs more often because at that particular time, I was just saying I'll be thankful and eat whatever I can get at that time.
Yeah, when you're in survival mode, you don't, when somebody offers you food, you say yes. Like,
And yeah,
don't you dare say no, because you're like, you don't know when your next meal is gonna come.
exactly. So that's why I never started talking like this when he met me because I was in survival mode.
Yeah, like once you have that experience of experience actual hunger, I mean, like really being hungry, like you never want to experience that again.
No.
It's like I was lucky to, barely, barely be like that way. I was malnourished, but I was like, that's a different story. But I mean, that's different
That's different than
from actually feeling like the hunger, because it's like we people in the United States here, I was like, we shouldn't feel that kind of hunger because you know there's all kinds of food banks.
there's all kinds of sources to
Yeah.
that here. It's not like we're in a country that doesn't have any food at all.
Right.
Yeah, so that makes a big difference.
I was like, and most people are very positive about, of making sure that you eat, no matter, it doesn't matter if you're uh, into, bad habits or something like that. I was like, that's even more reason to feed this person because you know what? As like, if you're, because those things, tend to take away that hunger. And that if you never experience that, then you don't know. But then once you know, you're like, oh, hold on, yes, I was like, I don't know for sure, but you know what? Here, that's what, like Mama's house. I was like, yeah. I was like, she'll put anything, she'll put anything in your stomach, and you'll
And
love
you'll
it.
eat it. Yeah. Why not? You know.
I was like, yeah, Mama will make sure that you eat.
Yeah, exactly.